What skills should a retail associate have in a retail store? You know, an awful lot of times we start a job, something new, for example, like retail, and you might think, well, this will be easy. Well, by the end of this video, you'll find out it's not necessarily easy, but it's also pretty fun if you just give it the right attitude, which is, this is a starting point for me, and I'm gonna be able to move up from here. So let's go. Are you a sales associate? You want to boost sales? You want to get more hours? Maybe you're a manager. You're looking how to be able to grow your business and understand that maybe I should be doing something with my associates. Well, that's what this video is all about. You know, so many times in the old days, we'd look at associates as somebody to shut up and do what I tell you. And luckily for you, that's not the way it is anymore. We find managers are much more interesting, and they're more interested in you for one reason. They know that people quit managers, not brands. So the only way that's going to be better is if we make you better to work with your manager. So stay tuned, I got some great things for you. Hey, you curious what a great sales associate looks like? It's not this guy. That's a little too much. Dial it down a little, my friends. I'm okay if you've got energy, but you need training, and more importantly, you just need to know what the job entails, and it's not being this guy, it's just building confidence. When you stay with me, you'll learn several of my secrets to build brands all the way from mom and pops to some of the biggest in the world. Now let's get going. Okay, so you're an associate. Now, you may not have heard this before, but the nice thing about retail is, at associate level, is it's like a game. And a lot of you watching this probably are gamers, which is, how do I get to the next level? What does success look like? And I'm here to tell you that the biggest thing that I notice retail is failing with a lot of associates is, we don't understand the game is to understand we need to build confidence. You know where things are, you know where the product fits in somebody's life, you know how to talk to a stranger, and more importantly, you feel rewarded. So when you come to work, that means you're gonna look people in the eye like I'm doing right now. Don't be this person. Certainly don't be this person, that's not good. Don't be this person like a felon, you know, and with your hands behind the back, just totally freaking out, or hiding. Your goal is to find the comfort level, leave your phone in your pocket or in your locker, whatever it's gonna be, and understand the game is, how do I build enough rapport with somebody that they talk back to me? Now, if you haven't had training, you're probably coming to this video with the idea that no one wants to speak to me and no one works in retail and it's really hard. And you know, there's actually websites, people get together and say how retail sucks. Don't go there. You can find out about anything, right? But I'm telling you, if you master it, you look at most CEOs of most companies, you look at a lot of startups, they started in retail where they learned they had to make somebody else's day before they would make theirs. It's that simple. And so when you go through and say, well, what does that take? Well, that's something to talk about. So let's just get going. Greet them with professionalism. That means looking somebody in the eye, just like I'm doing now, and just say good morning. Obviously it's night, you're not gonna say that, you're gonna say good evening or good afternoon. Now, why do I wanna say that? Because 90% of the people will say it right back to you or thank you. What never happens? Good morning. No, they don't do that, oddly. But you ask, can I help you find something? No. And the problem with that is you've set up this really bad situation where they didn't like your greeting, and when they need you, you're gonna hide because you feel like, well, they didn't like me, and now you've got this weird dance going on and you're not gonna earn the right to sell the product. You might be over there explaining something. No, it only comes in green, but you don't have any bond, and then because that happens again and again, your confidence kind of goes down and you kind of just get kind of lazy and you just kind of say, hey, can I help you find something? Let me know, I'm over here watching my life go away. And it's up to you. Do you want to do something with your life or not? Do you want to have fun in this job? I can show you it's easy. You qualify the needs when you've greeted them. I always like to think of it as what changed in your life to come in today. My SalesRX system is in place for a franchise of wireless stores. And Verizon had 6,000 entries to be the best salesperson. And one of our guys got 100% on everything. And they said, what changed with you? And he goes, I realized it's not about the product. I learned that from Bob. Same here. You know, if you're here on your first day as associate, go find 5 items in the store that you're like, I could buy that. That's cool, I like that. And then learn whatever you can about it and just start from there. Like, I like what I'm doing here. Or you might ask, what are the top 10 sellers? So I get my bearing. Take some initiative, and then when somebody's over there, you can have a dialogue with them and it won't feel so cheesy. Does that make sense? If it is, I want to see you nod your head. All right, nod your head. Okay, that's good. There's no two ways about it. If you're an associate, you're probably gonna clean. You're probably gonna hear that horrible hackneyed story. If you can lean, you can clean. That comes out of the restaurants. And there's a certain part that's true, but that means you see an opportunity to do something, you take initiative. So if there's trash on the floor, you don't wait to be asked, just stop and pick it up. Even if you're going in the stockroom to pick something else up or coming back out, just pick it up and get rid of it at the same time, or clean off the glass on the doors when somebody comes in. There's a million things, but stay busy. People don't realize that attitude comes from action. So if I start doing this, I don't know, the camera gonna like that? So if I keep doing this, I can guarantee you I'm getting my metabolism going. Those afternoons when, it's 2 or 3, you had a big sandwich for lunch and you got that dozy feeling, we have this to everybody, I go in the back and do a shoot imaginary basketball hoops. I know that my attitude only changes when I change my body. So if it's like, if I do this, the sound guy's not gonna like that. If I do something like that, it's a way of getting my body energized. And when that happens, the brain's now engaged. Let's face it, in retail, you're gonna find that there can be long lags on days. An hour, you don't see anybody. And you're kind of talked out with somebody else that you work with, and you're trying to figure out what to do. Stay busy. Just find a way, go over and pick something up or create movement, because people attract people. So with your windows, you're not doing this at the back of the store, you're doing it at the front. So it looks like you're busy. When someone walks in the door, you just say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Got that? All right, so that's easy. And if you're working on bonus or commission, let's be honest, sometimes things don't work out right. They have to return it. It's not something personal. It might get your bonus, might be upset, but just deal with it gracefully. Oh, that didn't work out for you? Let's take a look at something else. Or if you have a big sale on something, that didn't work, well, we can use that towards getting something else. And if they want to complain, you just say, oh, I understand, and then say whatever you think they're telling you after a long story. So what I hear you say is, the product didn't work right, it really upset you because it was your daughter's wedding and you want a full refund. Is that it? Yes. And it was from a year ago. Is that correct? Yes. And you have your receipt. Great. And it says no refunds after 90 days. Great. I'm going to have to go and get the manager, and can I get your first name? Great. All right, Jane, I'll be right back. And you're going to tell the manager, hey, Jane's over here, got this and this, and this exception. What you don't want to do with your manager is just throw them into it. Tom, can you help me? And now she has to explain it all over again. She's upset, and she's looking at you like you're worthless. And we don't want that. So just be proactive, right? Be proactive. Don't make the manager think, and look at ways that you can help them do a better job over and over again. And I won't kid you, it really comes from learning how to talk to people, building rapport, asking if it's the first time you've been in the store, not asking questions that are already on the package. You add benefits from the conversation you had. Does that make sense? And here's one thing you can even do. I have an AI role play or mock session generator in SalesRX, my online sales training program. I would love for you to check that out, but that's on another video. What I want you to think about is, think about what the most expensive item you have in the store is. And the nice thing is, you don't have to wait for somebody. You could use AI, whether it's ChatGPT or some of the others. In fact, I'm going to use Gemini 2.0 so you can hear what it might be like to sell something with AI. Let's check it out. Hey, Gemini, I sell Italian loafers. They run $1,100. They're made from calf skin. And I want to do some mock sessions with you as if you were a male customer, probably in his 50s, and how I might be able to get the sale. Are you ready for that?
Absolutely. I'm ready to role play as your customer. Let's start with me browsing in your store. What would you say to get my attention?
Is this the first time you've been in our store?
Yes, it is. I'm looking for a new pair of loafers, something stylish, but also comfortable.
Excellent. Well, I see the ones that you have on are made of alligator. Did you buy those from us, or did you buy those around here?
No, I've had these for quite some time. They're a bit worn out, and I'm definitely ready for a new pair.
Perfect. Our best option is an $1,100 pair made from Italy. They're calf skin. They actually fit like a glove, and they have a low heel, so you won't have to change any of your pants on your suits. What does that sound like?
They sound lovely. Could I see them in black? I'm also curious about the different styles you offer.
Okay, that's great. What do you think? How far have I gone? Did I miss anything, you think?
You've done great so far. You've established a good rapport by noticing my current shoes and asking about my needs. You presented a high-end option confidently.
Look, I know I've gone through an awful lot, and I think that's why you're still watching it, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be bored. You don't want to be one of those people that says, I hate retail. You understand that, hey, this could be an opportunity for me to shine. I can tell you, I was a pretty shy kid when I started out in retail. I was afraid of people. I didn't really talk to anyone. But when I saw other people, how easy it was, it made the difference for me being just an associate to being an assistant manager, being a manager, a DM, and then ultimately owning my own company. You can do the same. Even if you've got a side hustle, right? You're selling merchandise on a marketplace, that's great, but it all starts with the associate. And the good news is that I've got a special offer for you right now. If you just look on the screen right there, you can click. And if you don't see it on your screen because you're on a mobile device or something, it's in the link down here as well. And let me help you get even better when it comes to doing a great job in retail. Because actually, we're all about the same if we remember that. We just want to feel like the hero. I've got another video for you to watch up here. And if you don't see that, then you can see it in the link below.